Okay, adding some gauges and changing the dash light colors on a 2001 Civic. I'm going to remove the dash cluster. Wow, there's a lot of glare in here, sorry. Screws at the bottom. You see the one Phillips down there, one other side too, and on the top there's one. So take those three out and be right back. Okay, once the three Phillips head screws are off the gauge cluster, we're going to pull out the two electrical connectors, push in the button, and pull up, which is a monster to do with one hand, as usual. Hold on one second. Okay, unplugged, and I just lift the cluster out. Make sure we're not dropping our oil pressure line or anything. And out. Okay, now the cluster's out. You can see this was a base Civic. It doesn't have a tachometer. Even though it was a 5-speed, it does not have a tachometer. Anyway, on the back, you see all the bulbs, the white and black backed bulbs. White ones, those are your instrument illumination, and the black ones are like idiot lights for turn signals and alternator and that kind of crap. So the white ones are the ones you want to replace if you're going to replace, if you're changing the color of your bulbs. And we're just taking the base out, popping the original bulb out, and then we're putting T5, blue T5s in there. And once we get them in, we're going to have to see, because as usual, LEDs only go in one way. So the only way to know if you've got it right the first time is to plug the gauge cluster in and see if the bulbs light up. If they don't, take them out, spin them around, put them in the other way, and you should be good. So now, in order to test the power on the gauges on those lights, we don't want to be installing the gauge all the way back in, pulling it out. Just take the blue connector from behind the dash, plug just that one in, and you can turn the lights on and off and see if your bulbs are lighting up or not. It's bright daylight and it's very hard for me to tell right now, and it's going to be impossible for you to see on the camera, so I'll get all these in there and get back to you. Actually, with the Honda, there's a lot of light spilling out the back of the light bulb assembly, so you don't really need the dark. And to look at the front of the gauges, you can see them coming through the hole around them in the back. So we know we have all 5 working. We're not going to be able to really see it in the daylight if we turn the gauge around. Can't see crap. But they are all blue now, so we'll know at night whether they're bright enough. And installation is just reverse of pulling it out, and that's it. Okay, last minute addition, we also changed the odometer, the digital odometer, to blue as well. It was just the T5 LED, exact same as the other ones, except it was on the back of the speedo, the black one on the back, bottom of the speedometer. So we've got them all swapped over, all the gauge lighting, and the odometer is now blue. And we're just going to shove it all back together. Okay, this is the last video on the 2001 Civic, and we finished the dash. And it's now blue. The oil pressure gauge and attack is blue as well. Haven't gotten to the center climate control stuff yet. Anyway, the other neat thing we did is sorry about the beeping, with the DRL bulb up here, that's now going to be a reminder that the daytime running lights are on, are the only thing on. And when you turn the headlights on, the DRL is going to go off because we left DRL. We changed DRLs around. This is what we did. So now you've got all the exterior lights coming on. All of the running lights will be DRLs. All the running lights will be on all the time as long as the ignition is on. Including the tail lights. So turning the headlights on will just turn off the reminder that your DRL is the only thing on. Because the dash lights, everything else comes on with the ignition now. They're all on with the ignition. There's no way to turn them off unless the car is not running. And that's it. Thanks.